Oh, no, 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 no. You can't do it like that. Got it. Ah. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, the punch. All right. Right. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do this as a part 2 series. What it was yesterday for us is a second video for you guys. We got all the purlins up on the overhead. It is a giant muddy mess because it rained about an inch last night. Go figure. The things we need to finish up. So here's the list. All the purlins are only screwed into place. I just put a screw in the top side of each one last night because it was supposed to storm last night, which it did, and I'm glad I did so they didn't blow out. So when you pop those screws out, weld all the purlins in. Then we need to power wash the whole frame, clean the post really good, knock off all the dust and dirt and grease and so forth. And then we're going to spray it a flat black, an oil-based flat black paint. And then we need to sheet it. I got all the sheets laying over there on a pile. We need to pre-drill all the holes in those sheets. Throw the sheets up, probably not tomorrow, but the next day, because this is going to take me a good amount of work. And then we got a whole stack of caliche rock over there. We're going to backfill a good portion of this. We're a bit low on this side. This hill kind of slants this way slightly, only by about 4 or 5 inches or so over the span of 30 feet. So we're going to backfill this backside, run a thin pad out to the south there. That'll level it up close enough. I'm not looking for perfectly level. It's just for parking equipment underneath. And then at a later date, I'm going to bring in, I found some really nice, it's probably like 1/2 to 1 inch black. Well, it's a dark gray, which actually turns into a light gray after all the dust and stuff is off of it. It's just a rock. I don't even know what kind of rock it is. I don't think it's granite. I'm not really sure, but it looks nice. And the reason I want to do that on top of the caliche pad, the caliche pad will serve as a really good base on this really soft black soil. And so we'll get that caliche pad down. That'll give us a really good hard base, and then probably a couple inches of rock on top of that, and that'll help keep the water from pooling up. I'm not putting siding or anything on this. It's just for shade and to keep the weather off all the equipment, rain and hail and sleet and snow and ice and all that mess. So that's where we're at right now. It is, sun's finally starting to pop out. This flannel shirt's gonna have to come off here in a minute. It's starting to get warm. And yeah, I think that's where we're at right now. So let's, oh God, it is gonna be a muddy mess working today. Just drives me crazy. But we needed the rain really, really bad. It's already starting to green up around here, which is really nice because it's normally dry out here in the high desert of West Texas. So yeah, let's go get the welder out. Let's get the drill out. I think we're gonna need a speed square to help square those purlins up in this receiver channel. Probably gonna need a couple of clamps, maybe the sledgehammer. Yeah, let's go get all the tools out, get to work. Oof. It's a muddy mess. Two sides down. We gotta do the middle. Before we do the middle, everything is kind of shifted that way. So that outer band is kind of bowed out. This outer band's kind of bowed in. And then both the middle pieces of receiver channel are kind of leaning that way. So I'm not sure how I'm going to correct that. May run two straps from here pulling against the bottom of these two posts and kind of pull this section back, and then same on the other side. That outer band, we'll pop two straps on it running down to these two bottom posts, and then kind of be at a V shape, and we'll pull that this way, and then we'll get everything all straightened up and squared up, and then we'll zip together all the purlins there in the middle. Yeah, it's plan A. We'll see how it goes. Whew. Well, got a couple straps on it. This is about as close as it's gonna get. It's not perfect, but it is dang close. I got everything to shift over the way we need it to. Up in the front, there's still it's like when I welded one of those purlins, it almost, maybe it got the purlin or the receiver channel maybe a bit too hot, and it kind of bowed it out just a touch. Man, the sun's really bright. Well, at least it's not raining anymore. But you know, what are you gonna do? I think let's go ahead and weld it all up. Call it good. It's not perfect, but it's as perfect as it's gonna get. And then we'll take the straps off. We'll wash everything. We'll put then we'll paint it. Then we'll put the straps back on and really get it as close as we can get it to square and all that business, and then throw the sheets on and really lock it down. And that is as good as it's gonna get. It's like it's about 3/16 or 1/4 of an inch off, which I probably sounds silly to even be worrying about that, but I guess that's the perfectionist side coming out. What are you gonna do? Let's do it. Woof. Turn the music down so YouTube doesn't ding us for that. Holy moly. That's pretty nerve-wracking. Maybe I should just do one sheet at a time. I don't know. I've never roofed. Well, I have roofed a building with metal roof. It was so long ago, I don't even remember how we did it. My plan is to slide a sheet off, scooch it over, get it all lined up, clamp it down, shoot a couple of screws in it, move down, do the same thing. That's the plan. But I don't know if maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew. I'm not really sure. Doing this by yourself's probably not the best idea. But hey, you know what? Here we are. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I decided that was probably a really stupid idea to do it that way. So, backed up, and we'll stick them in on this side. there you go. In case you hadn't noticed, I had black paint all over me. I got quite messy this morning. Tried to get off the best I could, but it looks like I have raccoon eyes. Kind of funny. Whatever. First sheet's up. Needs a little tweaking here and there. The back corner post is a bit too tall, so I got to get the grinder out and grind it down just a bit. I just missed a little part of my weld sticking up, so it's not allowing that sheet metal to lay nice and flush on that receiver channel and the back purling. So we want it nice and flush. That way when you shoot the screw in, it sucks it down really nice and tight to it. So a little cleaning up here and there to do, but overall I think we're in good shape. So I'm not gonna film any of that mess. Whatever, it's a grinder, we've all seen it. Yep, clean that up. Probably pop a screw or two in it this evening just in case we get some weather tonight. There's some rain in the forecast, and then we'll catch up in the morning and start. Once we get this first sheet done and zip down and really nice and square, the rest of them I think are gonna go pretty quick. So yeah, I'll get to it. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Whew, man, what a project. Battery ran out on the camera yesterday while I was getting the rest of these sheets up, so you didn't catch the rest of it. I was recharging the battery, but then the wind kicked up really strong, and I had to get those panels up onto the roof and secured down so that I could take that little miniature Skytrack that I rented back to the rental place so I can get charged for another day. I was like, I don't have time to mess with the camera. It's go time. So sorry about that. The last probably say 10 panels you guys didn't see. However, this one on the end is just kind of temporarily fastened down. I got to pull it one more rib over, trim the edge, shoot it all down with screws, and then we need to do all the lap screws on everything. So let's get this piece moved over. The wind's already picking up a little bit this morning. Let's get this last piece moved over, trimmed off, and then we'll shoot all the rest of the screws down on the whole roof. I'll take you guys up on top of there and watch me do that. Yeah, let's do it. All right then. I think we did it. Roof's on. Might shoot one more screw in right there where the tripod is. Yep. One more screw right behind us and we're done skis. Yeah. Shoot that last screw in. Go down there and get the cleachy. Start spreading it out underneath this thing. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Whew. Overhead's done. Jeez. That was a project and a half. Holy moly, what a lot of work. That thing put up a pretty good fight, mostly drilling the holes. What I did not get to film while I was finishing up is putting the last little bit of the roof on. Well, actually, I think I did get that. It was spreading the caliche underneath it, which unfortunately I just didn't get it on video. I had a a very tight deadline. We had a wedding over the last weekend, and whew, it was go, go, go trying to get it finished up. I had like 1 day left to get it finished, but we got it done. The cleaches, it's in there. It's not rolled. I packed it down a little bit with the dump truck. I ran it over a bunch, but I need to roll it, level it all out really good. And this container, I want to scoot it back about 6 feet, and then just a little bit closer to the poles on the end there on the east end. So probably get that done. I've got to head back down to the Caribbean this weekend, so on Sunday I got to head out. So I'm going to start cleaning everything up, putting all the equipment up. I'm going to get this container moved, and then we'll put all the equipment up and kind of clean everything up from a pretty hectic past couple weeks of working. So if you guys want to check out moving that container, we'll film a bit of that, and then a little bit of cleanup stuff. I got some repairs I'm going to try to make before I leave. The air brakes on the dump truck, the back brakes, one of the I forget what you call it, but the big cylinder air thing, whatever, is leaking. And so I got 2 new ones of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on if I have time. We'll see. And yeah, that's it. Let's move this container first. Alrighty, I think we're good. I need to tidy it up a little bit. Some of these old telephone posts that I have underneath there, I can scoot them into position a little bit more, but she's in place, so we'll call that a win. Dress all that up a little bit, and yeah, I think we're good. So we'll catch you guys on the next one.